Hey, everybody. It seems that we are live. I tell you what, sometimes I never seem to click it just right. But I saw that I Megan said it was a raid, and I was like, what's a raid? What did I miss? Hi, Dee. How are you doing? Let me go ahead and give my greeting before I get started chatting, because you guys know how I can be. And oh my goodness, I was just taking a look at my face. I've been out working in the sun in the garden for the past couple of days, and I can see I should have had on some sunscreen. I'm starting to see some little sunspots. But anyway, on this episode of YouTube Talk, we're going to do a few channel audits to see how people have been employing some of the strategy we've been discussing. And as always, I'll provide updates on open invites and collaborations. But before we get into that, welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. If you want to grow your influence through YouTube, then hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming strategy sessions. If you've joined us on the replay, welcome, and jump right on in and leave your comments or questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And for those of you that have joined us live, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I am so glad to see you guys today. And as you know, one of the questions I always ask is what you sipping on, and tonight all I'm drinking is ice water. I tell you what, I about dehydrated when I was outside. I had to come inside a couple of times and just sit down and just rest, just drink some cold water and just kind of rehydrate because it was hot, hot, hot. And I thought I had got out there early enough before it got hot, but I guess I did not. So now let me see who's over here. So let's get some greetings out of the way. That's always one of my favorite parts. So Going Green said raid. So I'm like, what's a raid? Did I miss something? And then Michelle said, oh, Denise is late. And just while I was trying to write that note to her to say, what's a rate, when I realized I hadn't made myself a part of the broadcast. So by the time I got back, clicked over. Yeah, so there. So, hey, Dee, it's good to have you there. And here's where I was saying, like, what's a rate? What did I miss? And then I popped in at the beginning of the premiere. Did I say anything? Yeah, I popped in on Michelle's premiere. She was having a premiere too. That was part of a little bit of what kind of put me behind a little bit. And then you know how you go down a rabbit hole. On this channel, one of the things that I look at when I'm over here that I don't look at when I'm on my TNT channel is like first dances at weddings and puppy and baby videos. I don't look at those kind of things very often, but sometimes when I'm really tired or I just really want something kind of feel good, pick me up, I'll look at those. And one popped up that I thought, oh, well, let me just look at this real quick. And I was looking at it real quick after I looked at Michelle's video. And then I looked at one of Cheryl's video and I'm like, okay, stop, get to what you're supposed to be doing. So there's that. Oh, Miss Congeniality is here with us tonight. Hey, Miss, I always say Miss G for congeniality, even though it's a C and not a G. But here is the thing. And let me make sure this is up right. Yeah, let's get that off. And let me make sure this. There, I want to make sure that there was no sound on the iPad so that it's not competing. You know, on our Sunday night show, we're going to be talking about YouTube stuff. So we're going to be looking at a few channels and talking about what people are doing, looking at strategy. So you might be bored tonight. You're welcome to stick around and kind of see the kind of things we talk about. But heck, you know the drill. You've been on our Sunday shows before, and we're always happy to have you there. Megan said she didn't watch anything in between. Yeah, exactly. And hey, Dee, I'm glad that you're with us tonight. She said she's cooking and watching. I get it. We bought dinner tonight. So my husband bought dinner out. So I didn't have to make dinner because he knew I was tired. Hey, Carol from My Blessed Nest. It is good to see you. And she's saying hello to all the sisters here in the sister circle. And then Leanie from Crafty Leanie is with us as well, saying hello, lovelies. And then we've got Cheryl from IStyleMyStyle saying hello to us sisters. And then it's a cozy life with Marilyn. Hey, Marilyn, you're looking awfully beautiful in that little thumbnail. And Michelle, I get it. I've had to do that too. Well, Michelle, when I popped in, I was popping in from this channel because I had this channel up because I was getting ready for tonight's show. So it popped in as YouTube strategy with Denise. So the picture is different. And so the little icon that pops in is a little different. If you go back and look, you'll see me. It's an icon that's on this channel. And everyone's saying hi to Miss G, Miss Congeniality. And Miss Congeniality, I've asked her a couple of times what her name is, and either I've forgotten or she hasn't told us. But as you know, we typically call each other by our names here, like Going Green Mom is Megan, and that kind of thing. And then Crafty Leanie is, well, Eileen. So she's called Eileenie. And then, of course, we've got Marilyn, and then we've got Cheryl at IStyleMyStyle. So I am not going to talk too long. It is already 6:01. Let me get another drink because, like I said, I've been dehydrated today. And I am going to go ahead and get started. So here's the thing. One of the things that we've been talking about lately, before I get into that, the video assignment for tonight is by Nick Nimmons, and it is called These 4 Things Will Get Your YouTube Channel Deleted. It just happened to come up while I was looking for some other stuff, and I thought, I watched it. It's only about 9 minutes, but it is excellent. And I thought it was worthwhile enough that we should have that as our video assignment for tonight. I thought it really made a lot of sense. He talked about 8 things that people do that are big no-nos on YouTube, but 4 things that he said can get your channel deleted. And a couple of the things he said don't do, I've been guilty of doing. So I want to make sure that I don't do those anymore. I'm going to watch that again tonight, but I want you guys to make sure that you watch it. It's excellent. Nick Nimmons gives great value. So be sure and check the video out. If you don't do anything else tonight, watch that 9-minute video. And I think I'm going to try to get us done in an hour so that you do have time to check that out, that Nick Nimmons video. It's that valuable. Okay, so what I thought I would do today is we would just take a look at some of the different YouTube channels, and you guys give some input too, and just kind of look at what we're seeing that people are doing. And I thought I would start out, first of all, with looking at what's been working. Okay, I must have missed something. How do you spell something? So Megan, how do you spell what? Oh, yes. Mary said that she saw her names on the hot seat. She's got to take a break at 6:30 her time. I'm not sure what time that is, Mary, but I tell you what, let me take a look at the 3 channels that are doing stuff. Well, tell me real quick, what time is 6:30 your time so that I know? And we'll do you first. But when I say first, I wanted to show the people that are doing well first, unless, so Miss Congeniality is Cheryl. Okay, so, but Mary, what time is 6:30 your time? It is 7:56 my time. So what time is 6:30 your time? Just so I know, and then we'll do you first. So I'm waiting on Mary to pop that time in so that I know. But what time is 6:30 Mountain Time? I don't know what time that is. So what time is that? Like, I'm on Eastern Time. So what time is 6:30 Mountain Time is what time? Where's my phone? I went downstairs to get, here it is. So it's 5:56 there now, and it's 8:57 here. So 6:30 Mountain is 8:30 Eastern. Okay, so 8:30 Eastern. So we need to do you at 8:30 Eastern. So, okay, so let me look real quick at the 3 channels that I wanted us to take a look at that I like the things they're doing, and then we'll do you first, and we'll just kind of talk about it. Now, I say so-and-so is on the hot seat. That's just a way of saying we're going to take a look at your channel, and I actually got that title from Sean Cannell in the inner circle. When he's looking at different one of our channels, sometimes he'll say, okay, so-and-so's on the hot seat. It just means you're up. That's all it means. It doesn't mean we're going to be real critical. But let me stop talking. And I'm going to start with, I think, Faith and Flower. And then I'm going to look at Faith and Flower. I'm going to look at Inspired by Nikki, and I'm going to look at DIY Mommy, just because all three of them do some things that I think they do really well. And I wanted to share those examples, but I'm not going to have the sound up, because in case they've got music and, I don't have the rights to their music, and I don't want to get in trouble for that. I don't want to get any copyright strikes, but we'll just take a quick look at the things that they do so that I can, and then you can always visit their channels later. They have excellent channels and they do some really good things on their channels. So let's just talk about that. All right. So excuse me for being indelicate and snorting. I've been real snuffly the past 3 days. Today's actually been better. So, okay. So I'm going to share the screen. And then share the screen button, click that button, and Faith and Flower has now popped up. So I'm sharing the screen for Faith and Flower. Okay, and when I look over here to the left, I've got my iPad right there just to make sure that I can see what you're seeing. So this lets me know if I'm up or not. So, okay, so this is Robin at Faith and Flower. I love her channel, and she's what I would call one of my competitors per se. Not really that we're competing, but from what I've learned from my YouTube mentors, when they say competitor, they just means that people that are in the same niche as I'm in. And so we're doing similar things. We would have similar audiences. And so if she's doing something, there may be some things that I need to be doing, and vice versa. And she's got a very simple banner here. She tells you she's a Jesus follower, she's a wife and mom, and she's a homemaker. So these are the things you expect to see in her channel. There's her picture. She's got 71,000 subscribers, and she is she's probably gone from about 40,000 to 70,000 in about a year. I mean, she's climbed really, really quickly. So there's that. When we look here at the subscriber growth or comparison stats, the blue is me, so I'm relatively flat in comparison to her. She's in red. You can see how well she's climbed, and I'm relatively flat in comparison to her, but I'm not trying to do that. But what I wanted you to see is how she's got her channel laid out, and she's got probably the most recent uploads first on her channel. And then she's got popular uploads, and you can see she's getting good views on her videos. So she's definitely got her 1,000 super fans. And so that she gets at least 1,000 views, if not more, probably more like, I'd say 5,000 to 10,000 views on every video now, which is really good. And then she's got her popular uploads, and then she's got them broken down into different categories. Cleaning videos, prepper pantry videos, which prepper pantry videos are a relatively new topic for her. She started doing prepper videos, probably a couple of months after I started doing mine. And again, she jumped on the prepper bandwagon as I jumped on the prepper bandwagon, and as did others. And it fits in with our niche. It fits in with homemaking. So, and it's been working well for her. And if you take a look, she's been getting good views on those. And then cooking and baking and that kind of thing. So now let's just take a look at what she says she's about. When we look at her about page, it just says, welcome to her channel. She tells you who she is. She's a stay-at-home wife and mom of 2 boys. Both of her boys are pretty much adults now. The oldest one, one of them just graduated college or is home from college, I believe. I think he just graduated. But anyway, he's like, if he's not graduated, he's a junior or senior in college and is home now. And then she's got one with some developmental challenges. I don't know if it's autism or whatever, but he goes to workshop and some things like that. And she talks about all of that on her channel. She's also into the 10 capsule the 10-item capsule wardrobe, as well as sharing her faith somewhat. So that's what she's about. She's been on here since 2018. If you think about it, in 3 years, she's done very well. So now let's take a look at her videos. So the video she's put out most recently is how to start a prepper pantry. 3 days ago, 7,000 views. So I'm going to click on it. Well, I thought it better turn it off since we do hear a little bit of music there. And, so let me get that there. All right. So she's showing you some real quick clips of some of the things that we're going to be seeing in the video. So how to start a prepper pantry, emergency food supply, how to budget, where to store, and what to buy. Now, this title is really, really long, but evidently it's working for her. And then here she's telling you who she is and what she's doing. She's in her pantry. So, you know, she's starting out as a talking head, but you were able to see some quick clips before she started doing that.
In today's video. And before I get started, I just want to say that I'm not the type of prepper that has a fallout shelter.
So she's talking a little bit more about what's going on her channel, that kind of thing. So she's already invited you to jump in and kind of see what's going on in her channel. The other thing that I was kind of curious about was her call to action. Like, how does she wind her videos up? So let's take a look at that.
Idea for throwing together, all tend to overlook. The blue color inhibits murky water filters are better for a variety of reasons. So let me know if you have any questions in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you there. I want to thank you for spending your time with me here today. And before you leave, don't forget to subscribe. We would love to have you join our Faith and Flower community. So I will see you in the next video.
So now right at the end of the video, she sums it up. She kind of wraps it up. And then she tells you, thank you for joining us. And if you haven't subscribed, to try to do that. But there was a little something up here earlier that popped in to ask, like a little subscribe graphic or button that popped in with a little bell that you could kind of hear the click, that kind of thing. But I like how she does that. So I like the way she has her teaser clips. I like her intros. And this particular one, it was probably about 35 seconds and she's into it. And let's see. Let's go back to when we take a look at the types of videos that she has. All the videos that she has come from one of the buckets that she says she's about. And I'm going to go back to her about page real quick. And she's about cleaning, decluttering, organizing, cooking, 10-item capsule wardrobe, and her faith. So now when we go back to her videos, what we see is, you know, prepper pantry, which has to do with homemaking. And she mentioned that. Again, preparing for a 3-month food supply, prepper pantry, homemaking, motivation, cooking and baking, clean with me, deeply satisfying clean. And what kind of mop is that? Oh, it looks like it might be one of those cedar mops, not sure. Spring morning routine. And let's just take a quick look at this one just real quick. So she starts out with music, and I got to mute it. So, okay, there we go. But we saw that coffee cup. We see her doing some exercising, spring morning routine. We see the shower. She's cleaning now. Oh, nope. She cleaned the shower. Now she's putting on makeup. She's dressing, cleaning, laundry started, smoothie, reading her Bible, opening her curtains, getting the day started. 28 seconds. So in 30 seconds, she showed us a lot about what's going to be happening on her video. So there's that one. So now she's getting ready to drink her coffee. So I'm going to leave there and I'm going to go over to, oh, I forgot to check one other thing. whether or not she has it, what she does with her community tab. So here's her community tab. And what she's doing here is she's just telling you a little bit about where she is, what's going on in her life. She's off with her sister. Down here, she's talking about not feeling very well this week, won't have a video, but she's got something coming up. So she's telling us what she's got coming up on her community tab. She's gotten 283 thumbs up and 53 comments. Over here, she's talking about what's going to be on the Thursday video. It's going to be a clean with me, that kind of thing. Now, this one was a month ago. This one was 2 months ago, 1 month, 3 weeks, and then 7 hours ago. So it doesn't look like she's real consistent with her community tab. So there's that. Now we're going to go with Inspired by Nikki. And when we just look here at this page here, these first 3 videos are hers, Inspired by Nikki. And when we see what, she's got 57.5 thousand subscribers. Now, here's the thing with this channel. This channel grows very slowly, very slowly. She's been on YouTube a very long time, and she was on YouTube a while back when the apocalypse came with all the stuff about the child videos and, you know, the child pornography scandal and all that stuff, because she used to be a family channel and showed her children quite a bit and different things like that. Well, then she made a 360-degree turn and went from being a family channel to a channel that is for homemakers and is geared for women to be more feminine and to be more comfortable and productive in their role as homemaker. And she has what she calls her leading lady, because she believes, like, as the woman of the house, you're the leading lady of your home. And so she'll have a leading lady wardrobe. She only wears dresses, and her videos are absolutely beautiful. And when you look at them, they're like color coordinated. It's just amazing. So when you look at this one here, you see these pink flowers here, and you see this pink curtains or something like that back there. This one is about dressing elegantly for arms, and then the leading lady wardrobe. I haven't clicked on it yet. Let's see what happens.
Week's worth of dresses for you with my color.
So it looks like dresses are the thing this week, because we saw Khadija with a week's worth of dresses that she did a fashion show on. So now here's Nikki showing 5 dresses from her leading lady catalog. Now I want you to check out this room and look how everything coordinates. Her branding is on point. So she's got on this beautiful rose colored dress. I would love to find a dress like that looked like that on me. Her bedroom has these pale peach or pink walls. Her sheets and all that is white. Bed is ivory. And then look, there's the pink flowers on the wall. There's her dressing room and back, like her little closet dressing area. Her vanity is white, and then you can see her dresses that are in the background, and they are all color coordinated. She does what I would call, and I think she said it a couple of times, color themes. You can kind of see the color theme for the week. So it is very different from most people's channel, as Michelle says, and it is very beautiful. And if you like beautiful videography, you know, you'll get that. But see, she starts out right away talking. So no, my little Morgan would be like, when is she going to start the video? But she starts out right away talking.
But I also just want to discuss dressing our arms.
But in 10 seconds, she told you what you're going to be learning about on this video. We're going to talk about dressing our arms, and then her music starts, and then you start seeing her slider. So she talks about, you know, her Etsy shop, and that the video is brought to you by her Etsy shop. She has those stationery and then some other stuff in there. Now, this is still her opener for her video. And then 29 seconds, though, we're into the video. So there's that. So now she'll be talking again.
By Nikki, where I like to dedicate some time to talking about wardrobe.
So now let's just go to the end and see how she wraps it up. Because I don't know. I'll be watching this later.
I think my skin tone has more, or what my color palette should best on us or not. But yes, I do know also where those things that.
So there's the end. And so she's got her end cards, watch, help, support if you've got a patron, that kind of thing. So she does a lot of talking head videos. And so people that don't like that won't watch, which is part of the reason why her channel grows very slowly, because she caters to a very select audience. But her audience, oh wait, I should come, well, but her audience is her audience. They love what she does, and they come for her to hear her talk and to see what she does every week. So there's that. So now let's just see what she does with her community tab. So her community tab, she has not been big on doing much with it. She put a couple of posts up on her community tab about 3 months ago, wanting to see what type of video would you like to see more of: cleaning, organizing, etiquette, beauty, or breaking the algorithm so more people will be enriched. I think I'd like to see more, organizing. So when I click on organizing, only 26% have picked on that, 33% picked on etiquette, and she talks a lot about etiquette as well. And then what do you see other people enjoying most? You know, which of these areas, that kind of thing, would you like to see? So she's got some polls on there, which can prove very useful to you if you've got a community tab. These are some ways that you can do that. So what's your biggest trouble area, as well as what you've mastered? And for me, my biggest trouble is always, I'm going to say, is it the kitchen cabinets or is it drawers? I'll say it is the wardrobes and dressers. And, you know, it was a toss up between that and the kitchen cabinet. And then her last two posts, she's got some more aprons in on her apron shop. So I've noticed that she's starting to post a little bit about that. So that's what's going on with her channel. What does she say she's about? Well, she says making the everyday beautiful. And no sponsors, please. So if you notice, she doesn't allow any sponsors on her channel. It's like, don't even call me, because I don't want any sponsors, because that way she can do what she wants to do. Now let's take a real quick look at the DIY mommy, and then I'll come back to you guys, because I wanted to get these out of the way just so that, you know, we can start focusing in on the people that are going to be on the hot seat. Okay, because I got it. So here's the DIY mommy, and we've looked at her before, but just real quick, she does how to make things, and she does some incredible DIY projects. So how to make curtains that make your home look incredible, DIY small bathroom renovation with extreme before and after, renovation and vintage glam. She has even begun to do DIY, I think, for other people or in other spaces. She does big stuff, like stuff that you might see on the Joanna Gaines, Chip and Joanna Gaines. She does big stuff like that. 7 home decorating mistakes you're probably making and how to fix them, all these kinds of things. So this is what she does on her channel. When we take a look at her channel, her popular uploads
Here's
are
how to make
first,
professional looking drape.
and let's see what's up there. So her, instead of having a channel trailer up here, for people that are new to her channel, she's got the video that you just posted a day ago. Now that could be a smart way to move to. I think I've seen Darcy do that a couple of times. So there's that. And then she's got some dollar store DIY stuff that she's found, noticing her thumbnails, some befores and after, that kind of thing. So popular uploads are first, and look at the number of views she gets, and then just weekly upload that she gets. You can see what comes like each week up here. And then if she does any shorts, what's on her shorts shelf, and then cleaning and organization and camper renovation and all of that. So notice how she's got her channel organized. So there's that. And I'll just click on this first one. Oh, let's get that music off of there. Because that's one of the things that Nick Nimmin said. You can't even have a second of somebody's music if you haven't paid for it. So she opens it up with a teaser. She's in a store at the Dollar Tree showing you a few different things. There's her slider. And now she's ready to talk to us, 11 seconds. So it looks like what these ladies are doing is they're getting their teaser in, their slider, and then 10 or 11 seconds, they're letting us know what it is they're going to talk about. So there's that. And then how does she wrap it up? So we're getting a view of whatever it was she was showing.
Organization ideas from the dollar store for your kitchen helpful. Let me know in the comments below which of these ideas you liked the best and why, and I would love to hear if you have any further ideas, easy ones.
So see, there's some, so now she did, this is her call to action. Let me know if you have any other ideas, that kind of thing. And you can see down here, there's a little thing that popped up that said subscribe. So let me stop sharing this. Come on back over here. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever because I can't like really see what's going on in the chat. So okay, let's see what people are talking. Well, okay, I'm not going to see what people are talking about just yet because we want to get to Mary first, and then I can see what people are talking about in the chat. So you guys have kind of seen some of the things that I was looking at, and we've been talking about how quickly you get into your intro or whether or not you're a talking head or a talking head too long. Talking heads can work for you if that's your thing. Nikki's a talking head and it works for her. It works for her. Other people, it may not. So I just wanted you to know that. So when we say there's no right or wrong, if it works for you, then it's right. If it doesn't work for you, then you need to consider, well, maybe I should try a different tactic. So, okay, let's find Rocky Mountain Garden. So I'm going to share her screen, share the screen, and share the screen, and share the screen, and share this Chrome tab, and Rocky Mountain Garden right there. Okay. So here's Rocky Mountain Gardens with Mary, and she says all things garden and home, and then new videos are up every Friday. So we know to look every Friday. There should be a new video from Mary. And then let's look at her. Now we know it's all things garden and home. What's her about page say? My name's Mary. I love sharing cottage garden and vintage home styles, flower gardens, making home and holidays delightful, house plants, crafting, thrifted items. So then these are the things we expect to see. And so now we're going to go to videos. And Flippin' Friday is her last one. It was up 2 days ago. Got to get that music off. So here's Flippin' Friday. So she's coming in with a nice, pretty little hummingbird. This is her slider.
My name is Mary. Today, guys, is Flipping Friday. And
so it's been, let's see, how many seconds? It looks like we're at 20 seconds. And so we've already seen her intro, and she says it's Flipping Friday, and this is what we're doing today.
Projects. So we're going to get started on that right away. But first, let me mention that Jamie at Border Bananas is our host for this wonderful Flipping Friday collaboration. And there will be, down in my description box, there will be a playlist for you all to take a look at.
So 37 seconds. So she's talking. She's letting us know who's the host for this particular session of Flippin' Friday and what we're going to see. But it's 37 seconds. So let's see, how long does it take her to get into it?
If you'd like to binge watch all of those wonderful, inspiring videos, I highly recommend it. It's great for so many ideas for your home. So let's go.
This small table that I...
So it took us 57 seconds for us to really get into seeing the very first project that she's going to show us. And then she came right in. Now, what would be my recommendation? I would recommend somehow some of that stuff that she was telling us about who was the host this week to be a little bit further into the video, maybe come on as a talking head somewhere in the middle, like maybe show us this first project and then come in the middle and then say now, and then talk about who is the host, or during a period of time while she's working on the project.
Out of the top that you can see here, and let it dry. And dust. Finish here. I'm going to.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Furniture that I might have missed. And on the top here, I
would probably just consider just taking a moment where she just kind of works and doesn't tell us what she's doing, but just say, oh, by the way, this particular video is part of a collaboration hosted by whoever that was. Just kind of slide it in while she's working somewhere here in the project. So that would be my thought in that regard. Let's see what she does for her call to action. Ooh, look at the table. You guys are going to have to take a look at that. That's really cool.
I'm using it in my hearth room as a plant stand.
That is beautiful.
That I'm actually going to be. Oh my goodness, I'm just thrilled.
Oh, I love teacups.
And how
I love those. Those are beautiful.
To share these beautiful vintage pictures with everyone. Thank you so much to everyone for stopping by.
Now, right here at 17:01, when she says, thank you so much for stopping by, that is one of the things I try to avoid saying today. That's one of the things that Nick Nemens said is the cue that you're done or that you're wrapping it up. So often, so if you say, thank you so much for stopping by, they say, oh, she's done, click, and they're on to the next thing. So I try not to say that anymore. Let's see, what does she say next?
As I share my Flipping Friday projects with you, and I sure do hope you'll come back, and don't be afraid to subscribe.
So right there where she said, thank you so much for stopping by, and I enjoyed sharing my Flipping Friday with you. A suggestion could be when she comes here that she's talking about sharing these beautiful vintage pictures, which I just love. She might say something like, if you want to see more of my Flipping Fridays, or to see more episodes of my Flipping Fridays, or to see more episodes of my vintage blah, 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 click here. That way, you know, they're already sucked into what she's talking about next. Instead of saying thank you so much for them, then that's their cue that she's done. Just say to see more, to do more, to watch more, click here. So just to consider that. But she definitely has her call to action in there. And then she asks for them to subscribe again. And there was a little subscribe button that I thought I saw. And intro, outro types of video. Oh, and let's see. Let me go back now to her subscriber count is growing too. Well, you know what? The one good thing about this channel here is I'm not monetized, so they can't take any money off this channel because I'm not making any on it. So there. So hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. When we look at her playlists, she's got them organized according to gardening, her hostas, paper crafting, spring, winter, home and garden fun, thrift hauls, and different things like that. So that's good that she's got them organized like that. Let's take a look at her home screen. Stop it. When we look at her home screen, she's got her I Love Spring playlist there first, because right now we're in the spring. Everybody's thinking spring. So she's got that right there up at the top. So there's that. Next is Winter Home and Garden Fun. And then popular uploads. And I would suggest, and this is just a suggestion. Guys, remember, I am not a YouTube expert. I just played one on TV once. Ha ha. I might move up my popular uploads right now instead of winter home and garden fun, because now we're in the spring and summer, I would move the popular uploads up, because your popular uploads almost all have to do with gardening. And that's what people want to know about right now. So I'd move that up just so it's front and center, like right underneath that spring one. And your uploads, which are your weekly or daily uploads, they're at the bottom right there. So I would move the popular uploads up just for that. So now, what suggestions do you guys have for Mary? I mentioned, okay, I think I've looked at everything. The trailer, this is her trailer right here. I'm going to mute it. It's a minute long. And I looked at it earlier, and I thought it was kind of cute because she did it like a story. And she just tells you what you're going to find in this particular channel. So gardening and thrifting and just all kinds of stuff like that. So she's got it all on there. So, and when we look at her stats, her channel's doing, pretty good. So you can see here where she's growing. Right here, she's getting nice views. So she's doing very well. She's growing nicely right there. So now I'm going to stop sharing this. Come on back to here. Now I can see you guys. And I can see what you're talking about too. So what do you guys have any other comments or suggestions for Mary? Let's talk about that. So any comments or suggestions for Mary? Oh, I forgot to check her community tab. Oh, wait a minute. So Miss Congeniality said she watches something. Let's see. Moms to Moms. I'll write that down. Moms to Moms. Michelle, I wouldn't pursue someone that wasn't interested. So, okay, let me just see. Let's talk about Mary real quick, because she's got to jump off now. Okay. So Mary says that's the best idea. She already has a Flippin' Friday playlist. So yeah, cutting out the long intro, it's hard, but yeah, you got to get that done. Like I said, guys, just imagine my little Morgan standing right here saying, Grandma, when is she going to start the video? And I said, well, it is started. And she's like, well, why is she still talking? So that is the biggest thing that I noticed that we do. And notice I'm including me in that is we talk too much. We talk too much and we talk too long. So we've got to try to cut that down, try to get those things that we feel like we need to share somewhere later in the video. Like once the video has started, and maybe while we're doing some action, we can do that as a voiceover in connection with our action. Megan said most of your thumbnails look the same. So that might be something you need to take a look at. So Megan said she actually moved her first line into playlist. So they click on those top ones. It's a targeted playlist. Okay, that's a way to do that. Yeah, Mary does do a great job. She does. I agree, Cheryl. She does a great job. She just needs to work on shortening her intros, because she does a great job. Her videos are beautiful. Her gardening stuff is on point. And right now, Mary, gardening is where it's at, because, it's gardening season. And I know that's your heart. Coffee with Nadia. Nadia's changed hers. So, Mary Nadia said she had a hard time seeing what the videos were about from the thumbnails. So that's something you might want to just take a look at, because we're your sisters and we're taking a look at what you're seeing. And Tracy's Place said her daughter critiques her channel too and says that she rambles too much, although her intro is not long now. And you know, that's what we do, Tracy. We learn from our family, our friends, and our sisters here in the sister circle. So if your daughter says your intro's too long and you've been working on those, we just have to keep working at it. So we're leveling up by that 1% every day. So here's our little Vamsy. Hey, Vamsy, good to have you with us. So Mary said she's been doing coordinated thumbnails recently for different seasons, but in June, she's changing to a different thumbnail for each video. I think that's a good strategy, Mary, to go with a different thumbnail for each video. When I've watched other people do channel audits or channel reviews, one of the things they did comment on, if that was an issue, was that the thumbnails look too much alike, so that there's something there. All right, so great. I'm doing great, Vamsy. How about yourself? And Mary knows, yeah, Mary, we know that you know that we love you and we're just giving you constructive comments. So, okay. All right. In the RV and van life community, students, everyone has changed theirs in the last weeks. Changed their what? Their thumbnails or what? Oh, now this is what what Cheryl at Miss Congeniality said. Dainty YouTubers, as the one you just reviewed, and that is how your channel came up. And said, oh, you watch dainty YouTubers. Dainty YouTubers. I never heard of that. I never heard of that title. Dainty YouTubers. I'm glad you were here tonight, Cheryl, because you gave us a new term, dainty YouTubers. So yeah, I would definitely say that Inspired by Nikki is a dainty YouTuber. She's very dainty, very feminine, very that kind of thing. Okay, any other comments from Mary? Because she's got to go. Hey, Darcy, no, you're not late. We were just doing Mary's channel. Okay. Mary, thank you for being a good sport. I always know you are. So when I pick people to go on the hot seat, I typically pick people that I know don't mind us looking at their stuff and then offering a critique. Because like I said, I'm not a YouTube expert, but I've learned a few things along the way, and I'm just sharing what I've learned. Oh, I thought you said your name was Cheryl. How did I miss that? I thought someone said that you said your name was Cheryl. So, all right. Sorry, Miss G, got it wrong. And why I call you Miss G when I know it's, congenial. I guess because geniality, that kind of thing. Well, iStyle is Cheryl, but I thought you were saying that Miss G was Cheryl as well. Okay. Well, it's not. So now we know. So, all right, let's take a look at somebody else now. And we will go on. Good night, Mary. You have a good evening. I know you said you've got another meeting that you've got to get to. So thank you for spending some part of your Sunday with us. All right. So now we're going to move on to the next person on the list. And I think I have them like in order up here at the top of my screen. So I'm going to share a screen. Oh, let me get that off. So I'm going to share the screen and come up here to the Chrome tab and dollar store. Who was that? Oh, we already did her. That's not the one we want. Will that work? No. Okay. I got the wrong one. So I got to do it the whole time all over again. Sorry. And I want that one. Okay. This one's a Cozy Life with Clearissa. So it says we're sharing. Okay, great. You can see it. So here we go. A Cozy Lifestyle with Clearissa Coward. And we see what she's going to be doing. Upload weekly, lifestyle, organization, DIYs, home decor, make your home cozy on a budget. She's got about almost 1,200 subscribers. And she's got a nice little trailer right here, which I'm not going to play because I know there's music on that one. But let's take a look at what her About page is. And on her About page, she's a home enthusiast, lifestyle, emphasis on organization, cleaning, DIY, upcycling, food prep, those kinds of things. And then she tells you what her goal is. So now we come over here to her videos. And what do we see? Plant flowers with me, spring deck. That's her most current one. And I know Clearissa has been working on trying to operationalize some of the different things we've been talking about. So let's see how she does on this one.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to A Cozy Lifestyle with Clearissa Coward. Today's video is going to be outside. We are refreshing our deck area for spring and summer to enjoy the season. My husband has already power washed it, or he has power washed it. You will see a little bit of that in this video. And I am repotting plants, and after that, we will put the ceiling on. That will be in part 2 of this refresh, and then I will get to the fun part, which is decorating.
So right here, 31 seconds, she's been talking to us the whole time, but she's also using that talk as a voiceover to let us see what it is that she's going to be doing. So she's telling us what we're going to see, but she's also showing us some of what she's going to see. So that is a change for her. So she's trying to level up by that 1%. I want that planner right there. I think I want those two over here by the door too. So anyway, so there's that. So there's that. We looked at her About page. I didn't turn on her trailer, but we did look at her video intro. Now let's take a look at her call to action. Oh, I've got it on mute. Oops. Music. So her call to action is taking place. Her call to action is taking place while her music is playing. So I can't play that. But you can see as she closes out this video, and look how cute that is. As she closes out the video, she invites you to take a look at those different ones right there. So she does a nice job with her end card in choosing the kind that can show us, what's coming up next or what's available. We can see how we can connect with her, that kind of thing. And she's even got her P.O. box right there. So I thought that was pretty good. So I would guess that most people would still be watching her video at the end of her first 30 seconds, which is what we want to be happening. Now let's go back and take a look at the kind of videos that she has on her channel. So here are her uploads first. So she's just got three different lines, or 3 different tiers here on her homepage. The first one is her channel trailer, where you get to know what's going on her channel. The second one is her uploads, and you can see here she uploads once a week, just about. So this 5 days ago, 1 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 month, 1 month. So she's about every week. So she's pretty consistent there. So that's good too. So she's pretty consistent. And then we looked at this video, and let's take a look at this one.
And welcome back to A Cozy Lifestyle with Clearissa.
I really liked this one.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to A Cozy Lifestyle with Clearissa Coward. Today, we're going to tackle a yucky job. I'm going to be cleaning the grooves in my glass sliding door, and I'm also going to be doing something a little fun. Before that, I'm going to be sharing with you very small shopping haul, very small. As a matter of fact, I'll be showing you some of the tools.
So now look right here, we got a subscribe button and a little bell right there. And now while she's talking to us, she's letting us know what we're going to be hearing. But instead of we're just sitting there looking at her face and her just telling us about it, we also see her working. So this was one of the first videos where I saw that she made that transition. I was like, boom, that's what I'm talking about. So she's been trying to execute some of the things that we've been talking about on the channel.
I'm going to use to clean this yucky mess. And trust me, when I say yucky, I mean it. But it has to be done. So come on in and let's get started.
And then her slider pops in at 30 seconds. And then the slider's in. And we see what she's working on. And now let's see how her wrap up is.
All done. But I decided.
So now at 6:16, she says, all done. If she's all done, why do I need to continue to listen? So there might be a different language or different verbiage she might wants to consider to move on. So we don't say, oh, well, she's done, and then click.
That to keep to this, maintain this, I'm going to have to do this at least once a week when I do my weekly cleaning. But again, guys, if you have any tips on how to keep these cleaner, please let me know in the comments below.
So there's her call to action. If you got any tips, let her know in the comments below.
Okay.
And then she's out. So I like that. Now let me come back over here. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to come back over here and see what you guys have to say that we can suggest to her. Okay. Okay. So remember, ladies, our little Vamsies she's our little, our youngest sister here in the sister circle. I think she's 12 or 13, and she likes to see what we're doing. So yes. And then, okay. So, Miss Congeniality says she just refers to some of her YouTubers that she subscribed to as dainty. Okay. I see. I get it. Yes. I think you're right, Megan. I think it's Nick Nimmons has been saying that we should be giving people less choices. And also Roberto Blake says we should be sending people to our video that makes us the most money, so people continue to go there. But we send them to one place. So we don't want to send them to a playlist, say, well, check out the playlist or check out this video or check out this. We send them to one place. We tell them where we want them to go, and then we bring that up. Like, put in a link or something like that for them to get to it. So we send them to one video at the end of an end screen. I still put 2 on mine. I'll give them 2 choices, but you're right. Nick Nimmons said we should only be sending them to one video or one playlist on our end screen, just so they go where we want them to go. Per Cozy Review, she wishes her photograph did not cover her social media page. Oh, so her picture was so big that it covered up some of her social media stuff. That's on that end screen. Okay, Clearissa, that's something to think about. So she feels like your photograph is covering up some of the other stuff to see. That's a good point, Miss Congeniality. But I think also, Megan, that was a good point that you made too about maybe we just want to send them to one place. And I'm liking the idea more and more of putting that place when people land on the channel that in the spot of the channel trailer is the latest upload that you want people to check out. I kind of like that idea. Tracy's been giving them 2 choices of video, but yeah, you can, just like you, when you click on, when you're setting up your end screen and you give them, or your end cards, and you choose this video to go in there. You can put best for viewer or best choice, something like that. You know, you can do those 2. Those are your eye cards. But for your end screen, just like, let me go back here real quick. So I'm going to share screen, Chrome tab, share screen. Oh, I can't do it here. This won't work. I'll go to Darcy's because I know she won't care if I look at something. And we're going to come here to the end. Where is her end screen? Okay, so here's your end screen right here. So just like you get to choose, you know, to have this organized by Darcy put there, you can choose 1, 2, or 3 videos that put up there. And one of these can be a playlist instead of a video. You have that option. It can be a video or it can be a playlist. So you can do that. So I'm going to stop that and come back here. Did you guys see that? I hope you did. I might not have clicked the right thing. Oh, you aren't seeing it. Okay, let me do it again. So share. Oh, let me get that off first of all. Share screen, share screen, share screen, Chrome tab. Where is it? Did I close her out? Well, I'll go here. I know that's up there. Okay.
Make your home and garden beautiful.
I
will see you next Friday. So long now. Garden beautiful.
Okay, so this is her end screen. So right here, she has the option to put a video, and you can put 2 here, like here's her subscribe button. And she's doing what the suggestion is, giving them 1 option to go and see. But just like she chose this video, you could choose a playlist. So when they click on that, then what happens is that takes them to the playlist instead of just that video. So there's an option for that. So that's how you do that. Okay. So Nadia, what you're doing is you're choosing 1 for them, and then the second one is best for viewer, and YouTube chooses that. Yeah, that's true. But we're also looking at, you know, the iCards up above. Your iCard up above, you can choose up to 5 options there. And just like the one that you choose for them can be a video, it can also be a playlist if you choose. And then your iCards, your eye in the sky, as Kimmy says, you can get them a playlist instead of just a video. So now Miss Congeniality says she likes the 2 video choices. So now she's one of our viewers. So she likes being able to choose between 2. Megan's doing it on shorts with a series playlist, but not sure on regular videos what videos to send to. She's drastically up playlist viewing lately, though. Well, you know, if you're looking at your regular videos, I would say which one is your best performing video. Maybe send them to that one so you can increase the value of that one, or send them to one that you want them to see. And Dee says she prefers 2 options when she's watching someone on YouTube. She'll usually add a playlist and a video on her end screen. Nadia said she tries to choose a viral video to keep it going. Well, you got a viral video, Nadia. Hey, I would too. I like that idea. I'll try to choose, though, a video that's relevant to the one that I just put up. I mean, the one that they just finished watching, or one that I'm trying to push. All right. Okay, so there's that one. So I'm going to move on because it's getting later. And so I'm going to go on to the next person. So share and share and share and Chrome tab. And we're going to do let's see, Darcy's on, so let's look at hers, which I forgot the name of her channel. I mean, the name of her topic. Is that Darcy? Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to close this window. Okay, going to close that window. Going to close that window. There we go. Okay, Extreme Garage. So now I know who's who. Extreme Garage. So share, share. Next time I'll write down the names of the videos because I can see a little bit of the channel up in the tabs, but I can't see it all. So one of the things that I know Darcy's been trying to work on is, again, the same issue that many of us have, is talking too much at the beginning of the video. And many of us have been trying to change that. So let's see what's going on here. Oops, music. So here we've got
welcome to our channel.
10 seconds and she's already telling us.
Organized by Darcy. Today I'll be decluttering, cleaning, and organizing yet another area in our garage.
So now she's already told us that, but we can kind of see real quick. Oh, wait. So we can see we're in an area that looks like it's needing to be organized.
And welcome to our channel, Organized by Darcy. Today I'll be decluttering, cleaning, and organizing yet another area in our garage. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Darcy and I do weekly organizational videos here on this channel. I'd love to take you along with me as I declutter, clean, and organize yet another space here in our garage. Come with me. Let me show you what I'm up to.
So 30 seconds, she's getting ready to show us what she's up to.
If you like organizational videos, you are definitely at the right place.
So now there's still stuff she wants to tell us, but she's showing us while she tells us. So we're getting a view of some of the organization that she's doing in that area. Now I would suggest, Darcy, this view is just a little long.
You'll be one of the first to be notified when new videos are uploaded.
So when I say this view is a little long, it's just a little slow. I would have moved it along a little
Garage.
more.
This was last week's project that you saw me clean and organize this space here in the garage. The week prior to that, I cleaned.
So we can see that, and so we can kind of see what she did last week. And so now what else do we see? So it looks great.
Boxes on the floor, all set for good.
Now what I'm wondering is, are we going to see her actually doing any work? So, okay. So we saw the shelf with nothing on it. Now we see the shelves with some really cute baskets. And she's talking about it as she moves along. And now we're beginning to see the shelves filled.
Doing part 4 in the series, and after that I'll be doing the grand finale. Again, thank you so much for watching.
Now right here at 4:41, she's saying thank you so much for watching, and we've got about another minute and 20 seconds to go. So how many people do you think are going to stick around after she says thank you so much for watching? Many of them are going to bounce. So what she might consider saying is, again, what's coming up next? Let's see what she tells us.
And I look forward to seeing you next week in our next video. Goodbye, and of course, good luck.
So she says goodbye. Right here, Darcy, you're telling us goodbye, but we still got another minute and some to go to. So my suggestion would be to actually show yourself doing some of the work throughout the video. Like, I know you've done a lot of work to get it to this point. I think I would suggest you actually show yourself doing some of that. Actually putting some of these things together, putting some of the shoes on the shelf, that kind of thing. And then I like the voiceover. I love that. But I'd also like to see some of you in here. I miss that. I miss seeing you in action. So I miss that piece. Okay. Okay, so now let me go back to her channel to see what she says she's about. So she says she's about organization, ideas, tips, advice, and more for organizing every area of your home. And she's passionate about organizing. And one of the things that Darcy does is that she will create a series or a theme for the different pieces that she's working on. So here on her home screen, we see uploads, and she's very consistent, which is good. Every week she puts up at least 1 or 2 videos every week. And then this one is extreme garage declutter. Again, extreme garage clean declutter, and then more. So she will create a series of 3, 4, or 5 videos about a particular area. So right away, she's got a nice little series and a nice little way to get people watching. So now let's see if she's got any playlists, because that would be nice. Let's check playlists. Yeah, her extreme garage declutter, she's got a playlist for those. So because then that way people could watch those and just kind of watch, watch one and then just kind of binge watch and watch them all. So there's that. So that was good. Okay, let me stop sharing this and come back over to you guys and see what people are saying. Okay. All right. So Miss Congeniality says what she's noticing is a lag with some of the YouTubers that she watches, meaning that if you post today, even with the notification on, it may not appear until a day or so later or hours later. I don't know what that's about. That's probably something with YouTube. Hi, Stephanie. Hopefully things are going well with you. So Darcy, Megan is suggesting that she would actually have done the first part as a voiceover, which you did with the space to work on, and then the first few weeks pictures. Oh, your mom. Trust me, I get it. So Miss Congeniality is suggesting utilizing the community tab prior to or at the time of the post because it shows up with some consistency. I've been trying to do more with the community tab, and I can't go back to Darcy now and show you what she did with her community tab. I forgot to do that. But that's something that I'm really trying to encourage everyone to do, is be more consistent with the use of their community tab. And I'm a big one to forget that too. Sometimes it's just like you just have so many things to do that community tab is just one more thing. But you know what I've learned, I just figured it out today. Don't ask me why, but I just figured it out today, is that when you upload your videos, sometimes you'll get this little notification that'll pop up and says, do you want to create a post? Right after you get your video all done and all the little bits and bobs that you've got to do, and then create a post. I usually don't, but it was just like, oh, I could create a post about this right now rather than having to, stop, go get copy the video URL, go over to the community tab, put in the image. If you create a post right then, it just does it all right there for you. However, I believe that what happens differently there is that it will put in the image like the video, just like the size of the video that you put on your YouTube channel, and it'll have the video with the video URL and a little note about that. Whereas I like to put the 500 by 500 size video, which Carol gave us the dimensions for that, and put a little note in there and the time, which gives it a little bit different look. Kind of like the way we saw the DIY mama using her community tab. It gives it more of an Instagram type effect. So I've been trying to do that more, say with my apron channel, but with my apron boutique and those kinds of things, to share information about that as well as video. And now that gardening season has started, I've got a couple of photographs that I'm taking of like my herb garden that I want to share on there to inspire my homemakers to continue working on theirs. Yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie said her mom is getting harder to deal with. Trust me, before my mom passed, oh my goodness, some days it was just like, Lord Jesus, help me. Just help me make it through the day. And I know there were mornings I would go over there and I'm just like, okay, Lord, let's have this be a good day. I'm just praying for a good day. And when I would be doing my yoga in the morning before I would go over there, and the yogi would say, set an intention for the day, or what would you like for your day to, how would you like for it to roll out? And I would just say, Lord, I'm just praying for a good day. So trust me, I get it. I get it, Stephanie. I totally get it. Yes, you can schedule community posts. Okay, I see a question here. Let me get to it. Stephanie, did you buy VRA? You bought VRA? I've been trying to get somebody to buy VRA for the longest time. You bought VRA and didn't use my link. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so happy that you bought it. You will love it. You will love it. VRA is Video Ranking Academy, and it is definitely worthwhile. If anybody else out there decides to buy VRA, please use one of my links. I just really haven't. I don't do a good job of trying to promote stuff that I'm supposed to. I just don't. So what's the difference between a series versus a playlist? A series is like Darcy is working on her garage. So she's got, and they're very similar, but she's got 5 videos that she's done 5 videos specific to her garage. And I've got like 4 videos specific to my great garage cleanup. Don't have a single one of them edited yet, but I've got them filmed. So that's the series, her garage cleanup is the series. She can put those 5 videos into a playlist. So now there's a playlist created around that series so that when people go to watch, they go from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And YouTube will kind of connect them together and serve them up. However, if she doesn't put them into a playlist, then people won't know. And it's not necessary that she's going to create them back to back. For example, I've got, about 6 or 7 different videos on prepping. So I've got a prepping series and I put them into a playlist, but I didn't create them like one after the other. I might have created them weeks apart or something like that, or other videos in between. So the series would be, you've got a number of videos on a particular topic, but they may or may not be in a playlist. So a playlist, you specifically connected them, you put them in the playlist, and when they play, they automatically go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. Whereas if you don't put them in a playlist, they might get the first one in the series and never see the rest of them if you don't connect them. How many subscriptions do you have? Not sure what you mean about that you're paring down, Megan. But you can schedule community posts. I know, and I do that when I think about it. I plan ahead and I'll try to schedule 2 or 3 on the same day at different times. I just have so much going on. I don't know if you remember it. The people across the street have been having a party or something since about, I don't know, 4 o'clock. And it's still going on and it's loud. You can probably hear it. So Miss Congeniality says she will set reminders from the community tab post. So then if you put, and that's the thing I try to emphasize about community tabs, is the post you put on your community tab shows up on your homepage in a different place from videos. So it's a good thing to do a community post. Who's Victoria H. Hey. And then Stephanie's given another example of what a series is like. Videos could be 1, 2, and 3, and the playlist, you put them all in the subject in the collection. Or a series could be, you don't have to call them parts 1, part 2, and part 3, because it can still be a series. Like you could do a series on container gardening, you could do a series on, I don't know, whatever, and it's all on the same topic or the same theme. Like you could do a series on spring cleaning in your kitchen, but you might not name it part 1, part 2, and part 3, but it just might still be, they're related. We'll put it that way. And hey, Victoria, it's good to see you. Let's see what else. Yeah, Stephanie's getting a lot of support from the ladies here. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. How many channels you're subscribed to. That could be what it is. Okay. So, all right. So guys, I'm chatting here too much. Let me get over here to the next person. So we want to do Carol at My Blessed Nest. So let me find hers up here. Who is that? Oh, that. I'm going to take that one off. There she is. Okay. So I am going to share and share, share, share. There we go. All right. So here we are with Carol at My Blessed Nest. And what is she about? Thrifty, DIY, and trash to treasure, and decorating on a budget. You can see some of her thrifting stuff over there. And then we see some more. Bless this nest. She's got a nice little mug over there. And when you guys see here, like this subscribe button, I'm over here on this channel, which is YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. I don't subscribe to much stuff from here. I get weird stuff up here sometimes. But okay, so now let's take a look at Carol's. She's got a trailer right here. And it's 1 minute and 29 seconds. So, but it lets us know what her what her channel is about. There's music, so I won't play that. But let's go to her about page, first of all. And what she's about should match what's in her banner. So making her home a place where her family can love to be, thrift hauls, craft tutorials, DIYs, trash to treasure, and decorating thrifted and crafted items. So yeah, those are congruent. So we know that what it says in the banner is what she says she's about. So we're going to go now to her videos. And when we take a look at her videos, we see uploads first. And I don't see any playlists on the front. They're just all uploads. Okay. All right. So these are all her uploads. And she's very consistent. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then a month ago, etc. So she's very consistent in her videos, which is good. So modern vintage shop with me. Deep dive kitchen decor in my new kitchen. You've got a new kitchen? Oh. Final kitchen reveal. I remember you were working on that, and the living situation just was strange while you're kind of getting things all sorted out. I've heard people talk about how difficult it is living through that kind of renovation. Shop with me, more vintage decor. So what she says her channel is about is what we see videos are about. So there's that. So now let's take a look at this first video.
Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. It's Carol, and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest.
So right away, she lets us know who she is, where she is, and the name of her channel, and it's only been 6 seconds. So we know that. And
today I'm taking you to a little shop that I just adore. It's called Modern Vintage. And I will link the information about it in my description box in case you want to know where it's at. And I had the most fantastic clerk. Her name was Jen, and she said it was fine if I filmed for you guys today. So I did, and I found 6 different items that reminded me of different YouTubers' style that I watch on YouTube. So I thought it would be a fun little game if you want to play along. It's going to be the match game, and I'll alert you to the items. I'll number them 1 through 6.
So here we are at 50 seconds now. She's still talking. So like Morgan would say, when is she going to start the video? Because, you know, at 50 seconds, Carol, you're still talking. So granted, when you jumped in, bam, you let us know right away who you are, what you're going to talk about. I thought, okay, I'm cool with that. But at 56 seconds, you're still talking. So that could be a challenge for some viewers. Some viewers might bounce before then. So I would encourage you to either share some of this information a little bit further down, or as you begin to start taking us on the shop with me, you kind of share it in there, kind of do a voiceover and share it in that. So, okay, looks like we're getting ready.
You can find the.
So it's a minute and.
It started.
A minute and 19 seconds before you actually get started. And I love that book and that little pig or whatever that is. No, a little cow and a little blue bottle. Nice little setup. I like how you arranged that. Or are you at the shop? So right away you take us in there. And I'm suggesting, Carol, that you might have opened with this. And while you're just playing music, I'm going to play a little bit more and we'll see what happens. You just got music going right there. I think you could start showing some of that. And some of what you told us, you could have told us while we were looking at these cute little things here. And let's hope I don't get in trouble for this. Okay. All right, there's more music, so I'm going to have to mute it. Oh, I love those herbs hanging up there like that. This is a lovely little shop. I just love it. So it's a nice come along with me. So now she did stop.
You guys probably know, but
to let us know, like showing us a few of the things now that she's got them home. So I like that.
And I just think that.
So I like that.
DIYs, tablescapes, a big variety of things. So if you'd like, she does have a channel. She does thrift hauls, trash to treasures, DIYs, tablescapes.
She's inviting us to see someone else.
A variety of things. So if you'd like to check out her channel, I'll link that below. Deborah always writes the sweetest things, and she's so very.
Okay, you're talking a little, kind of a lot right there toward the end, Carol. When are you inviting us to come back?
Underneath my video, there's a little inverted triangle. And if you just tap on that, and then there will be a description box, and it gives you a lot of different information. So you can go there and find out the answers to the game.
Ah, I'm going to check that out.
Description box as well. I hope you enjoyed my thrift haul and shopping along with me.
So this is at 13:31. We've only got about 20 more seconds. So she's wrapping it up now right there. So there's that. So one of the things that we've been talking about the past few weeks is how to cut down. Oh, let me stop sharing. Oh, wait, we looked at everything first. Trailer, videos. We looked at that. We looked at that. We looked at the about page. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing and come over to here. So one of the things we've been looking at the last few weeks, Carol, and I know you've missed out on a couple of sessions, is trying to talk less. Not trying to say not talk at all, but to cut down how much time we spend as a talking head and to try to weave some of the things we need to share into voiceover with some of our content. So what are some things that people are suggesting, Carol? And I love some of the things you showed. Oh, I just thought they were so cute. Vamsy loves your video. So these are some suggestions on things you could put up on the screen while you're showing some things that you purchased. So there's that. Miss Congeniality thought to do a voiceover too long to begin. Winning point, soft smile, welcoming. So, okay. And Stephanie said she's cut down a lot, working on major changes. Hey, you and me both. And then Mary, my blessed nest says, Carol says that's a good point. She always liked it when people shows prices on the screen. And that's a way to interject some kind of movement. That's the thing. You want to interject some movement. So for example, when you had that cute little pig and you showed the bottom of it, or rather a cow, and you showed the bottom of it and we could see the price. Some of the other items that you held up, if you would have maybe, I don't know, pop up a little graphic that said, you know, $5.49 or whatever, or show the receipt, I don't know, or some little sound effect that could have at least engaged us a little bit more, because it would have been just a little bit different. So that's just something to think about. So, okay. Any other thoughts for Carol? Oh, Megan says people really liked her adding plant names on her last garden tour. That's a good idea too. So when you're adding like a graphic with the name of the item or the plant, or a graphic with the price or something like that, that always adds extra interest. So I like that idea too. So yes. So Darcy says she sometimes finds it hard to hold the camera and work at the same time. So Darcy, that's my question is, do you have a tripod? And if you don't have a tripod, why not? You definitely need a tripod so that you can mount the camera and let the camera sit there while you're working, and then you're working and you move the camera around. So I guess I'm waiting for the answer to that question as to whether or not you have a tripod. So I'm going to wait for that answer. But yes, you want to have a tripod so that you can just put the camera there and then you can get in the screen, because I'm missing you on the screen. I like seeing you on the screen. So do you have a tripod? So Carol said she does something too. What is it that you do too? Oh, putting the names on the screen. Yes, people like that. And you can fill those things in with, so Darcy hasn't responded. So 99-cent stores have a small Gorilla tripod. You can get a good tripod though for relatively $20 on Amazon. So yeah, if you don't have a tripod, Darcy, you get yourself one, or have hubby give you one as a gift. We just had Mother's Day. You might have a birthday coming, but you definitely need a tripod so that you can set that camera down. It'll really improve the quality of your videos too. Because if you have a tripod, you can capture a lot more footage too. So Megan doesn't have a tripod. She's got a gooseneck mount for her phone that she can sort out. So I don't know if Darcy is taking pictures with her phone or with her camera. I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe she stepped away because she hasn't popped her answer back in just yet. But yeah, you want to get a tripod though, Darcy. Yeah, definitely you want to get a tripod so that you can set it up. And then you can move around while the camera or the phone is where it is. For people that use a phone, it might be something called a gimbal that you use. I'm not sure with that. But that's one of the things that you'll definitely want to invest in, because and you'll get the money back. You'll earn it back with your improvement in your videos. So there's that. So Stephanie says she's in the middle of VRA videos. Okay, I'm glad that you decided to buy the course, because I think it's really worthwhile. You just learn so much. You really do, especially if you apply all the things that you've learned. It's definitely worthwhile. Oh, Megan says gimbals are usually handheld or mounted on you, but you can mount gimbals on something though too. But definitely. So Darcy must have stepped away. So I'll just say, I'll put in the chat, Darcy, do you have a tripod so that she sees it when she comes back. There. All right. Okay. So there's that. So we take a look at Darcy. Now, who have we not looked at? Let's take a look at Michelle's, and then we'll look at Cheryl's, and then I think we'll wrap it up. Those are everybody that's on tonight. So let me see which one is Cheryl. I think the taxes is Michelle. Yes. Okay. So I'll come back over here, and we're going to, do you guys hear that car revving up out there? I don't know what is going on tonight. Okay. Okay, Carol, thank you. I'll hurry up. All right, so I got to get this back to the beginning because I was looking at this video earlier. I'm going to bypass that part. So this is a premiere by Michelle at MyEverydayWifeLife. So let me just go back to her. There we go. So now we can see her banner, My Everyday Wife Life, cleaning, organizing, decluttering, cooking, and all things home. So we know it's going to be about the home. So that's what we know right there. And we take a look at her about page. And she joined YouTube in 2015. And she's a stay-at-home wife. She loves sharing organizing, cleaning, decluttering, and clean eating videos. Also day-in-the-life videos on a series. And she also has a Fix It Friday where she does some home improvement, that kind of thing. So now let's go to her videos. And we got our taxes done too. Taxes done now. What? We got our taxes done. We owe money and paid and then got some back. So there's that. So let's see what she's talking about.
There's never a line, ever. Right, so I can check off 2 things off of my procrastinations. Michelle.
So she starts right out, bam, there's never a line. We're thinking, a line? Where is she? She's obviously in her car. She's up to something. She's doing something. And she does a good job with just kind of jumping right into her videos as part of her teasers. So she does that all the time. So I like this. Yeah, so I like this. So it's 17 seconds and we've already been introduced to a couple different things. And so now here's her slider. We see what's going on there. I'm going to mute it for a second. And then we come back 23 seconds.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So, I'm headed to the post office because my taxes are done. Yes. So, that's what I'm doing. And then, I'm going to go somewhere else. Any guesses?
So we see right away what's happening. And even though I'll say it's a talking head, so to speak, because she's talking, she's not just talking at us. Let's just kind of look at the expression. So she's whispering. That gets our attention.
Never a line, ever.
So there's emotion. so she right away, she pulled us into the video. I mean, right away, she pulled us right in. So, and it's okay that it was chatty, because first of all, we expect car vlogs to be chatty, but right away you pulled us into what the discussion, to what it is that you were going to talk about and where you were going to go. So there's that. Yeah, and she always, her teasers are just lots of fun. So I like that. So now let's get down here and take a look at her wrap up.
I have room for the storage. I don't have a whole lot underneath my sinks. Flop the couch if you're still sitting there and go do something. Go clean something. Because guess what? Next video, I guarantee you, is going to be a cleaning video because my house is a disaster area. Hubby said, bunch. I did buy a lot of stuff and I shouldn't. Anyhow, that's it, guys. Until next time.
So 36 minutes and 3 seconds at 35:32. So there wasn't very little bit long left when she said,
enjoy your day.
That's it.
Coming
And then
up in the
even
next
when she said, that's it. Oh, and look what she did.
Of my Everyday Wife Life Day in the Life vlogs.
So right at the end, when she said, that's it, guys, and we thought, okay, well, she's done. Before we could even click off, she speeds right away into a clean with me that's going to be the next video. So she's already letting us know what's coming up on the next video. So very nicely done, Michelle. Very nicely done. So I like the way she did that. So I like the way she did that. So, okay, so now I'm going to stop sharing and come over, back over here. And she did a good job with that. I think she did a good job with that. I liked that intro. And like you said, our car vlogs do tend to be chatty. We know that when we see a person in the car, we know there's going to be a lot of chatting, and because that's all they can do while they're driving. And then when they can kind of break it up a little bit like that. But Carol said she loves your teasers. Khadija says she loves that she says any guesses, which that engages the audience. Miss Congeniality says it's a beautiful banner. Let's see. So, oh yeah, that video was just out. Bamsy's excited. No school tomorrow. Everybody's school was out this week. I know the kids in our local area got out Friday. There might be a couple that have school for a couple more days, but Bamsy's out, you know. So what grade are you going to, Bamsy? Are you going to be in 7th grade now? 7th grade next year? Okay. All right. So Bamsy's excited because she doesn't have school tomorrow. I don't blame her. I used to be the same way. So, okay, I thought Michelle did a good job. And I think I like what she's doing. And as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She waited until she was just about done before she let us know. She cued us that she was wrapping it up. And her positive energy. Oh, you're going into 10th grade. Okay, so I thought you were in junior high. So Bamsy's going into 10th grade. So you must be 15 or 16 then. But, oh, let's see. That's not what I meant to show. Victoria said she likes Michelle's positive energy, and she always has good energy on her channel. So there's that. All right, so we've got that one done. And let's see, who else do we have to do? Let's see, Karen's not on, so I'm not going to do her tonight. We're running out of time. We did Darcy already. We did Michelle. We did that one. Okay. So let's do Cheryl at IStyleMyStyle because I know she's on. Victoria says, how do I stay consistent under this stress? You know, it's just hard. And some days, Victoria, I don't do very well. Like, it just dawned on me tomorrow is Monday and I don't have a video for tomorrow. I put a video up yesterday. No, when did I put a video up? I don't know when I put a video up last. I think it was Saturday. So I need to have one for tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't have it ready. I've got some in the can. I got to get them edited. So that's my problem. I'll get them done, but I don't get them edited. And then next week is the first week of June. And then we got all the June stuff starting. I do better some days and sometimes than others. I just put one foot in front of the other and see what happens. And there's been a couple of nights where all I could do was get one video up and get my show done. And I was like, okay, that's just where I'm at. I won't worry about it. Which my YouTube channel suffers when I do that. I mean, I know that, but as my daughter says, sometimes it is what it is. Other than that, I do try to be consistent and I try to be positive. I try to do fun stuff, fun videos, at least fun for me. And right now I'm ready to start doing gardening things and that's always fun. So there's that. So not sure what that is. Haven't tried it. Yeah. Okay. And then Khadija says either YouTube suffers or you suffers. Yeah, that's it. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. Pick me. Oh, I see. Victoria says she's lost both of her jobs and now she can't get back to YouTube either, but she really loved her communication with all of her YouTube friends. You know, Victoria, if it wasn't for YouTube, I think I would have been more stressed because at least YouTube allows me the connection that I so need, the social connection. So I've gotten to meet Khadija. I met you here on YouTube and all these other ladies here in this circle. It's like, these are the people that I connect with on a weekly basis. And I find that I need it. And sometimes it really presses me to get the Sunday show done because, you know, my mentor, Sean Cannell, says when you chase two rabbits, you don't catch either one. So when I'm prepping for this show, that means that the stuff I need to do for my TNT community, which is my bread and butter, sometimes suffers. So that's why every now and then I just may not be able to get to the Sunday show because it's like, okay, I've got to make sure that my TNT channel has what it needs so that it can continue on. But we'll see. So try to get back to YouTube, Victoria, because if nothing else, you know, you've got a circle of people who enjoy what you produce, and it's your way of connecting and sharing what it is that you love. And I'm sure you're missed. I'm sure your friends miss you. But okay, I'm chatting. It's 9:41, and I was supposed to do Karen and Cheryl. So let me get Cheryl up next. So I got her right here. So I'm going to share screen, Chrome tab, and so here's Cheryl right here. Isn't she pretty? That just popped right up. But let's take a look at her channel. Oh, wait. Her channel trailer started playing and it had music right away. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to get the music off. But okay, so very eye-catching, kind of a, you know, stylish banner. IStyleMyStyle, designing with style on a budget with Cheryl Marshall. And then you see what's going on with her. Here's her channel trailer. And it's very short, just 33 seconds. And it's just like bam, bam, bam. Very nice, very catchy, very slick. I like it. And then she does a lot with restoration hardware. That's one of the things that she likes to do. And in this video that I was just looking at, and I don't know which one it was. Oh, it was a dupe. So let's click on it and see what happens.
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Cheryl with IStyleMyStyle, and today I have a video that I think you will be highly interested in.
So now it's 9 seconds. She's told us what it is, who she is, and she's got something that she thinks we might like. So now that's kind of intriguing. Like, okay, so what's she talking about?
If you are like me, you have been watching tons of YouTube videos lately on people going out searching for restoration hardware dupes. Well, if you're like me, you have jumped on to the restoration hardware bandwagon. I'm not saying I like everything that I've seen from restoration hardware, just a few things.
32 seconds though, but she's still talking.
So there are some things that I'm on the hunt for that I would like to put into my home to give it a modern, more sophisticated feel, if you would say. So I have seen people go out and find the torso statue. That is one thing I would love to find and bring into my home, but I don't know that I will find it, but we are going to hunt for it. So hopefully we can find it.
1 minute and she's still talking. Morgan would have left long ago. Again, Cheryl, Morgan would have said, Grandma, when is she going to start the video? So I'm enjoying listening to what you're saying, because, you know, I'm like that. Sometimes I don't mind just kind of sitting there chatting and listening to what people are talking about. And you caught my attention when you started talking about restoration hardware, because first of all, I kept thinking, I've seen you talk about this before. And I'm like, what the heck is restoration hardware? But I finally learned that it's a thing and there's actually dupes for that thing. So there's that. And how you're getting a look for less associated with that. Is this from the Look for Less challenge, I wonder? Doesn't say. Okay.
Keep our fingers crossed. But today I am taking you shopping with me. Stressful? I don't know.
So it was almost 2 minutes, Cheryl, before you actually took us shopping with you. So that was a challenge right there. So I would suggest, now this is an old video though. Now, one other thing I noticed, you got 18,000 views on this video. So evidently it's working. And as my husband says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So this is evidently working for you because you got 18,000 views on that. So I ain't mad at you. But if you have other videos that you talk that length and you don't get that kind of interaction, then you might want to rethink it. But it's working for you on this one. And like I said, you definitely caught my interest. So there's that. So now we're into the shopping. So I'm just kind of curious. You've got on gloves. Do you have to wear gloves in this particular store? Or do you always wear gloves, you know, like when you're looking at these kind of vintage items? I'm just curious. Now let's get down here to see how you wrap it up.
And it will alert them to push it out to more people. If you like and subscribe to my channel, it doesn't cost anything. Please give it a thumbs up.
So here's your call to
helps
action.
YouTube know that you like my channel content, and it will alert them to push it out to more people. If you like and subscribe to my channel, it doesn't cost anything. So please, if you love the video and it has given you some inspiration, please like and subscribe. So I hope, like I said, you have enjoyed this.
Okay, so let's see. We've got over a minute left to go. So I'm like, you've already invited us to like and subscribe. Sounds like you're wrapping it up. So most people are going to bounce right there. Even before there, you're asking for the thumbs up. Let's see.
So those were the items that I picked up.
So now at 11:46, you say, those were the items that I picked up. So we know you're not going to show us any more items. So we're like, okay, we've seen everything. So you might want to figure out a different way to close. And it's hard. It's really hard because I know I really struggle with not saying, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, that's it for today, folks. It is so hard for me not to do that. Every now and then I still do. So when I'm shooting the videos, I might have to do it a couple of times. And I'll say, to see more episodes of my restoration hardware, click here. And then you actually do that and click, like somewhere on the screen, create some kind of a graphic that you can click or point to the side or up above or whatever. And there's something there for them to take a look at. And just consider stopping once you're done. Let's see. Nick Nimmons talks about that quite a bit.
So I hope, like I said, you have enjoyed Restoration Hardware Dupe, and it will cost you a whole lot less least. I hope you didn't like anything least, but if you did, I'm glad. And then she's asking us to tell her, what do we like the best? What do we like least? Those kinds of things. Those are good questions, which might have done well to ask them sooner. Or it could be that she does, like I like to do sometimes, like once I'm done with whatever it is that I feel like needs to be done, sometimes I'll put some things on the end for those people that watch all the way to the end, just to give them a little bit extra content. Like when I did my herb container garden, on the very end of it, I put me planting the little garden with my little 4-year-old grandniece. And, just for something fun on the end, so they can see that if they chose to. Okay, so let me quit talking and come over here and see what you guys are saying. But let's see, did we look at her about page? Let me go back and make sure we did that. About. Okay, Cheryl, looking here at your about page, one of the things that I just want to mention that I've learned from different people is that your about page is not about you. Your about page is about what you can do for me. So what can you do for me to make my home a haven by decorating on a budget? So you might want to switch your words around a little bit to indicate that what you're going to do is show me how to make my home wonderful, decorating on a budget, which I need, and how I can find treasures to decorate my home. And then below that, then you can share other information. Shelbyville, Kentucky. I know where that is. When my daughter lived in Louisville, we used to pass Shelbyville. She lived in Louisville, but actually in some little city outside of Louisville. And Shelbyville Road was like we had to get on that to go to the little city she lived in, which I can't think of what it was now. But okay, so now let me stop sharing this and see what people are saying. Okay. I am very tired, Shanna. I am very tired. I'm trying to get it wrapped up. Now, that's a good idea. Time stamping the videos, and a lot of people are doing that. But and now what do we mean by timestamps? That's when you say, have your video you talk about different topics in your video. So you put a timestamp in, and then you put the title of what it is that you're talking about in each different section of the video so that they can tell. Well, if they just want to go to a certain piece, or if they've watched the whole video, now they want to go back and look at that little torso that you found, then you've got the timestamp for the torso. That's a good idea.
And Michelle says she's been doing that. Khadija said she thinks it helps to tell people how engagement helps the channel. Non-YouTubers don't know it's helpful. And yes, I think it is important to do that because they don't know that, you know what, if I click like or if I make a comment that that's helpful to the YouTuber. You know, Megan, you don't get it if you don't ask. So you should ask. Oh, Khadija says she likes how I say you're not done yet. And I actually learned that from, I was watching a yoga instructor and she said that. And I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. So I've tried to incorporate it and it seems to be working. You can put the call to action to subscribe earlier on in the video. And a lot of people are saying do it up front and then do it at the end, but don't necessarily ask. And I had one person tell me, look, I don't subscribe until I've watched a couple of videos and I make a decision based on that. But so many people aren't asking anymore. They might put in just a little graphic with the little subscribe that flashes across the screen to say subscribe, and it's moving so it catches the eye, so it engages in that way. Some people have a little bell that you can click and it tinkles to remind them to hit the bell icon, that kind of thing. And they'll put those in rather than say, if you like this video, subscribe. But they'll just, you know, put the little icons there to get people to do it. And I'm like, oh yeah, then, and I'll do it. People, when I see the little icon thing, oh, I'll just go ahead and click it. Or if they say, if you like this video, subscribe, I'll say, oh, I'll just go ahead and subscribe because they asked me to. They reminded me, oh, I need to. And especially if it's someone that I watch all the time and I know that I like them, I'm going to click that I like them, whether I really, even if I'm not thrilled about a particular video, I like others of theirs better, I would just go ahead and click the like button just because I normally like most of what they do. There's some people that can just put up a question mark in their title and you'll watch their video. Now me, I don't have it like that, but it's coming one day. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yes, not to forget to comment. Definitely. Yeah, I like that too. You know, I know somebody that knows how to make that bell appear. Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. She knows how to do that. So if you find her in there, Victoria, she can tell you how to do that. She knows how to do that. Okay, so got that done. So Cheryl, those are the comments that I like. I like your presence on the screen, though. I really did. And as a matter of fact, as I think about that, your interaction on the screen reminds me of the interactions that Inspired by Nikki has on the screen. You know, Nikki does a lot of just kind of talking head videos where she's talking. She's very philosophical or introspective about different things. And she brings that to the screen and she shares it. And your method of, like, you're just kind of thinking and talking reminded me of that. So I think that works for you. I just like that warm approach that you have. I mean, it's very it's very comfortable, very relaxing, very classy. I really liked your approach. So like my husband says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I like that. Okay, so we've got, I think the last person that we have on the list was Khadija was the last one. What is the raid parade you guys are talking about? You guys have been talking about a raid thing the whole show, and I don't know what it is. But I got to do Khadijah first, and then I will have everyone done on the list that we were supposed to do tonight. And you guys can tell I have been so thirsty tonight. Okay. All right. So last one. I'm exhausted. What on earth? There is something going on across the street. I hear all kind of stuff going on out there. I've never heard so much noise in our neighborhood before. My goodness. All right. Okay, the last one for tonight is Khadijah at her healthy home. Now I can see it here. There looks like it's coming up on the screen. It's a time delay, and so I always have to look there to make sure it's coming up. So when you see Khadijah, it says her healthy home, homesteading, homemaking, homeschooling, cooking, preserving, gardening, DIY, and decor, a Christian mother's experience. And oh my goodness. Okay, so a Christian mother's experience. And you can see baskets of foods that she's canned, preserved, that kind of thing. So we know that her channel's going to have something to do with that. And we can see her talking about over here, preserving, that kind of thing. And let's go to her about page and see if it matches. Welcome to our home. Friends call her HHH. She's a millennial mom with old-fashioned ideas, 28 years old, a stay-at-home Christian mom who gardens, raises chickens, homeschools, sews, cans, preserves, etc. So what it says in her about page is what we see on her banner. So that's good. So now we come over here to her videos, and she's got a biblical garden meditation from the book of Psalm. That's her last video that she posted sometime earlier today. And let's just see how she gets it started.
Welcome back to her healthy home.
So this is her slider. And all her videos start out pretty much like this. You know, she'll say, welcome back. And then you kind of see the slider that pops in. Bueno. So 17, 20 seconds. So sounds like she's into it now. Let me see.
Let them whose heart is perfect toward him.
So in this one, it looks like she's reading a Bible verse, and then she's also meditating outside in the grass, in the green, that kind of thing. So, and this one came up today, and there's a little bit of music in here, so I can't like play it because, you know, I'm trying not to get a copyright strike, that kind of thing. But she jumps right into it from her slider, which is not very long. Let's go back to her videos.
But then like propane or charcoal is another way.
This is not the video I thought it was.
Energy. So we can use this to power our generator. And so this is something that's good to have. And if the prices of gas,
so here, this one, she's talking about her garage pantry tour. So she does some prepping as well. And she's showing how her family is preparing, that kind of thing.
That we feel is a really good investment for us. Okay, so let's start in the first shelf. So we have some tortilla chips. These.
And then let's see about the end. Let's see about her call to action.
Can my beans or my cranberries. This is some court dry. Right now when it's cooler and I don't have as much outside, I'll get sweet potatoes.
I hope you enjoyed today's video.
So it's 13:37, and at 13:27, she's saying, I hope you enjoyed today's video.
I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you.
So just really quickly, she says, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Here's my upload schedule. I look forward to seeing you. 10 seconds, bam, and I'm out. So there's that. So it was really nice and quick at the end. And then here's the two videos that are popped up for people to kind of take a look at. Let's take a look at her videos. There was one video that I want there. Here we go. Uploads. Let's take a look at this one.
Welcome back to Healthy Home. So in this video, it'll be a little different. I'm going to start out with some frequently asked questions. I'm going to get the answer to those. Then I'm going to go into some outfits that I have, as well as for my daughter, and some essentials.
So 15 seconds, she tells us this is going to be a different video. This is what we're going to do. It's going to be different. I'm going to talk about this, this, and this. And then 15 seconds, she's into it. We see it. Let me get the music off. And then we start to see the fashion show. Look at that beautiful little face and that little demure smile. I just love it. So then we see her in her garden. We can see her looking at her urban homestead, that kind of thing. So she jumps into it right away. And since it is different from what she normally does, she warns us that it's going to be different. And we can also tell from the title that it's going to be different. And let's get down to see about her call to action.
I like to get the polyester and
so her call to action is just very much toward the end. So subscribe, we're in the merge link below, etc. And just with a very few seconds left to go, so that if people do bounce, then they've heard all of the things that she wants them to hear. Let's take a look at how her channel is organized. So here's her channel trailer right here where you kind of get to know her. Now, the one thing that I do want to say about this, because I looked at this earlier, the person behind her healthy home for your channel trailer, Khadija, this is a live stream and it's 2 hours and 55 minutes. I seriously doubt that if many people are going to click on that as your trailer. I'm thinking you might want to put that in a different spot. And this is just my thoughts. I'm thinking I might click on it for something short, but I'm thinking, oh, that long? Maybe not. So maybe one of your other videos that are a little bit shorter that you want to highlight, I might consider putting up there. Or sometimes what I've seen some people do is put their latest video in that spot, or create a true channel trailer, which you have. I just thought about that. You do have a true channel trailer to put that up there. But for this one, I might think you might even want to put a post on your community tab. Let's check out your community tab. What do you do with it? So, okay, here you've got something called Thanks for the Love trailer. Where you've got some stuff there. You've got a poll there. So you're using your community tab pretty good. And it looks like you're fairly consistent with it. Oh, here's when I was on your show. That was fun. So it looks like you're fairly consistent with with your community tab. You do a lot of polls, which is good. So yeah. So I like the way you're using your community tab. And I like that. So that was just my thought. You know, I like what you're doing with your videos. I like some of the things that I see. As far as playlists, what do you have here? You have a few playlists: garden devotion, husband's handiwork, live streams, how to be, let's see, proverbs, things like that. Okay. You might want to consider having a few more playlists, organizing some things a little bit differently. You've got some where you're doing some cooking. I think I might consider having some a playlist where you've got your food, that meal budgeting and planning, those kinds of things. I think that could be a good playlist for you. And I saw you do something that I thought was quite interesting. It was some things you found on Amazon that you thought could be good purchases for the family. I don't see that video now. Don't remember which one it was, but I thought it was pretty good because you were showing different things that you had purchased from Amazon that were useful for your home or your family. And what you were doing is sharing those and then saying they could consider buying these on Amazon. And if you've got an Amazon store, that's a good move because then people might decide to try to go and purchase some of what you've got by looking for it on Amazon, which is a good way to help to increase the income on your channel. If you've got an Amazon store, don't be ashamed or afraid to talk about it. I never think to do that. Like I have to remind myself to talk about Apron Diva. But if you've got something that you want to share with your community, you should do that. So those are my thoughts there. You've got quite a few different topics. And so I think you might want to have a couple different playlists that promotes each of the different topics and then organize your homepage so that all of your videos aren't just like bam right there, but that you've got a couple different playlists and things organized a little bit differently. So if people wanted to find your prepping videos, they could. If they wanted to find your femininity videos, they could. Or your gardening videos, you could. And you got a broccoli and cabbage harvest. I got to talk to you because I was trying to decide if I want to even plant some broccoli or cabbage because I thought those were kind of hard to grow. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing those and come on over here and see what people have been saying. So what suggestions do you guys have? Good night, Stephanie. Yeah, we all have to go too. We just have to finish up Khadijah since she was on and had waited all that time. Okay, so Khadijah, here's a question. Here's a suggestion about your banner. Megan's talking about the raid parade. Let's see. Khadijah, you might, if you might want to consider looking at your banner a little bit differently so that everything is situated to fit the mobile. And if it fits the mobile, it'll fit everything else. You want it to suit the mobile, and then whatever's on the end, if it gets cut off, it gets cut off. You want the important stuff to be centered so that it fits the mobile. Megan has some other suggestions for you. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, the dress video. Yes, I love that. That was so nice. So So Khadija said that one's for returning subscribers, and she has a different one for new subscribers, but it's longer as well. Yeah, you know, when you first, well, for new subscribers, you want to have something that's relatively short. Okay. Oh, and then Khadija says she has 1,000 playlists, but more show on the homepage. Okay. All right. Well, people, it is now 10:12. Gosh, I could not believe we stayed on so long. I picked too many channels to go over, and I felt like once I posted them that I needed to talk about them all, especially since you guys were all on tonight. So thank you guys for being patient and for working through that with me. Hopefully you guys got some good tips on how you can level up. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night.